Welcome to Early Advent October! Every year I get that advent calendar of 24 beers. Every year you're supposed to drink it one per day. Every year I drink them all in the same night. Just not healthy to do that. I don't recommend it. Anyone asks, how do they taste? I always end up saying, I don't remember. How did I get here? Who are you? This year, we're doing it right by 2020 standard. 2 months early. Because why the hell not? We already have the damn advent calendar. So welcome to day number 10. We hit double digits, y'all! I know you're here for the beer, so let's just get to the next one. Bam! That's right. This thing right here is Herrenbrau, a Herrenbrau. This is going to be a fest beer, which we haven't technically had yet in this review. Fest beers and Marzens, I'm just going to pronounce it Marzen. Fest beers and Marzens have a tendency to get mixed up because they're the two beers that you usually see around Oktoberfest. Marzens are going to be more amber. Fest beers are normally going to be more golden. This one's going to be lighter than a Marzen. Marzens technically get darker because they were brewed stronger in March. Mals meaning March. We learned that in an earlier episode. They actually had to survive the summer, and to do that they had to be brewed strong, dark, and ready to fight. Fest beers tend to be done later because technology caught up with everyone, and some people wanted a lighter beer during their Oktoberfest. Don't you judge them. Let's just get to it already. I'm thirsty. Gonna tap and crack it open. Decided to gonna use this glass. It's another beer, bourbon, and barbecue, but 2019. And here comes the pour. Look at that perfect pour. Look at it. No more failing. No more people just teasing me in the streets like, why can't you pour that proper? All those bubbles. I know I keep talking about the bubbles. What's wrong with a man who likes bubbles? Stop kink-shaming me! But you can always see just how strong that flavor is going to be when it comes to how bubbly and champagne-y it is. This one's more than the others so far. Just a ton, but they're already starting to clear up, and it's already starting to call me, like, drink me, man. Why are you waiting? Let's get to the aroma test. It has another nice sweet smell to it. It's not going to be a sweet beer, a sugary beer. Definitely not out of this calendar. You're going to have to go for something like a cider or a sour that's a pastry sour. I like to refer to them as diabetes sour. Here we go. Nice and clear. Let's get to it. This fest beer is nice and spiced, not spicy. You're not going to get any habanero in these beers. Although habanero beers exist, so be careful. It's spiced, so it comes out really heady. It's smooth, really easy to drink, very, very heady. The more you drink, the more heady it gets. Unfortunately, it was to its detriment. I have to film over what I originally filmed here because that beer was awful. While I was drinking it, it was very tasty, serviceable, and spoilers, 3 out of 5. When I film these, I drink it, and then I edit afterwards, and I drink the rest of the beer as I do so. This beer, somewhere at the halfway point, turned into shit. Spiced fest beer it just mutated into something awful. Cannot continue with what I originally filmed because it got bad. It tasted like a Miller Lite with a cigarette in it. After a while, it went from beer to sewer water. Just happiness to sorrow. Tasted like the thing that turned regular turtles into Ninja Turtles. I kind of always knew that would taste like Miller Lite. Not endorse that beer whatsoever. That 3 out of 5 was just slowly going from the 3 into it was awful. It was so spiced, eventually it tasted like an entire liquidized pepper shaker. Maybe that's just my American palate. Overseas in Germany and Denmark, you can get candy with pepper on it, and they find it delicious. But when I eat that, it just makes me want to vomit. I cannot give my initial review. I normally like to do this in the comments, but today I'm just going to tell you right now that is a 1 out of 5. This beer is bad. I don't want it. I don't recommend it. If you like it, all the power to you. This is my review. I hate that beer. I never want that beer again. If I could edit me having that beer, I would. But that's not how reality works. This beer took away my smile. Don't let it take yours away. Go have a good beer. Not this one. This one's the bad one. At least so far. We'll find out tomorrow. Stay good, everybody.